As we begin a new year here at IUPUI, I want to remind you all about a great tool that we have that you can take advantage of as you're conducting some proactive outreach to your advisees. This tool is the SSC, and you can access it by going to one.iu.edu, logging in, making sure that you're at the IUPUI campus, and once you find SSC, you click on it. It'll open in a new tab, and the aspect of this tool that I really want to highlight is the Create a List function. If you click on Create a List, you'll see a number of great filters that you can use to identify just the right students that you want to reach out to this semester. A few of the most helpful filters that I'd encourage you to focus on include the Courses filter right at the top of the list, and then a little farther down the Advisor and Group filter, and I'll show you that in just a minute as well, and the college, school, or major filter. I think those are where you'll have the most use right now at the beginning of the semester. So let me first highlight the Courses tool, or the filter. This is new as of this past semester, and it allows you to search for any course that a student has taken or not taken over the past year, over the past 4 years essentially. And so, for example, let's plug in Business X 100 here real quick. And let's say we wanted to find students who had registered for that course within any of the 4 years that are in the system. Or we could search for students who have not registered for that course at all over the past 4 years. Or we could say, I want to find students who have taken the course but have received a grade that's not in an acceptable range. So if we move this down to, let's say, C- to F, let's say that's not acceptable for the particular student population that we're working with. If we set that range, we'll leave that filter on here and scroll down just a little farther. Let's say I only want to look for students who are being advised by a particular advisor. When you just put your cursor within that search bar, you'll see the list of all the advisors that are listed in there, as well as all of the SIS student groups that are in there. And so you'll see a lot of helpful ones like 21st Century Scholars. You can search for Franco-Bannon Scholars. There are a number of prestigious scholarships listed in there, and it just goes on and on. So take some time to familiarize yourself with the options within that advisor/group filter. Another way that we could limit this that you're likely to take advantage of is the college school filter. When you click into that area, make sure you scroll down to the IUPUI options. And let's say we had students that we were looking for in the School of Physical Education and Tourism Management. And once we click that particular school, I can then click into major, and the options will have been limited to just that school that I selected in the option above. And so since we're looking at this business course, I happen to know that that's required for a certificate for the tourism majors, and so we'll click that option and scroll down to the bottom. Once you click apply, it's going to pull up all the students who meet all of the criteria that you have set in the filters above. Once you have that list, you can create a watch list that you can save. You can save this list that you've created, give it a name, and you can always come back to it and rerun the filters to find who meets that criteria as of that date. Another great use is to export your final list. That'll export it to an Excel file that you can use to copy and paste email addresses into a message, or you can copy and paste the ID numbers into a caseload group that you might create in Adrex to better track these students. Other options include using the phone numbers. You'll get a list of phone numbers for these students, so you could actually call them as well. So hope you'll take advantage of that. Please feel free to contact me if you have any questions as you're using the tool, or if you have suggested improvements that you'd like to see, particularly with the success markers that are listed at the bottom of the Create a List filter. Thanks, and have a great semester.